And I know ain't nobody looking at us for no sympathy. Where's that dog?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing Telvin Osborne and his recent unaliving by his girlfriend. We are looking at what exactly happened and the response, the reaction of people to his demise. Let's check out what happened and how people are reacting to it, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
We've got new details in a shooting out of Burke County, and a suspect is now behind bars tonight.
Burke County deputies say this happened just before 6 o'clock Sunday morning at a home in Keysville. There, investigators found the body of 30-year-old Telvin Osborne, who was later pronounced dead from a shot wound to the chest.
And today, 25-year-old Hannah Cobb was arrested and charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. Authorities say she's the one who notified authorities about this. Now this afternoon, Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams held a news conference with details about this case.
A new mugshot released for 25-year-old Hannah Cobb, facing felony involuntary manslaughter charges in the shooting death of 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. This after the community and social media erupted this week after no immediate arrest was made in this case. According to a Burke County incident report, deputies responded to Western Estates on 4 Points Road Sunday morning for a gunshot wound. At the home, they found 30-year-old Telvin Osborne shot in the upper chest. Deputies say the suspect, Hannah Cobb, called deputies and was applying pressure to the wound when they arrived. Cobb told deputies her and Osborne had been out all night and recently got home. Cobb told deputies in the report she was checking her firearm as they do every night. That went off, hitting Osborne. Cobb told deputies she thought the gun was on safe while checking it.
The case required a considerable amount of time and attention to detail, ensuring that there was a comprehensive inquiry, a thorough sifting of the evidence, and we have filed appropriate charges.
According to Sheriff Alfonso Williams, there's been misinformation spread about the case, including the suspect cleaning the weapon when it went off.
At no point during the investigation was there any information about a person cleaning a weapon.
He did say alcohol was involved in the shooting, and they're not listing this as accidental. He also said there was an altercation with some, quote, pushing and shoving before the incident happened.
It is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument.
I asked the sheriff if Cobb turned herself in or if deputies went to get her. The sheriff said they made arrangements with her to pick her up. Osborne's family tells us the 30-year-old worked out at Savannah Riverside, but often loved to fish, hunt, and raise animals. He was a father of two who they say loved his entire family.
This case is being treated as a homicide, and some family members felt the sheriff's office wasn't doing enough. Right now, the sheriff said more charges could be a possibility or charges could be upgraded. The sheriff said they have not responded to that home for other incidents in the past. We'll continue to follow this and bring you updates as we learn more.
So this black man, Telvin Osborne, who made it his entire personality to let everybody know how much he hates black women. I mean, every chance he got, he talked about some, hear ye, I hate black women. Made a tweet that said he would rather a dog a black woman. And then he followed it up with, it gotta be a white dog though. His white baby mama. Well, y'all have got to unpack this buffoonery and go talk to that lady, because this hatred and visceral reaction that you have towards black women to the point where it puts your life in fucking danger is crazy. All because of what? Your mother didn't love you enough, or that black girl in 3rd grade didn't want to share her crayons with you? Like, what the Y'all really need to unpack this shit. Y'all be talking about some, yeah, black females are just loud and ghetto, white women just bring peace. That lady gonna bring you a piece of steel. And his family member, I think it's his brother, is mad because the support for Telvin is as empty as a J-Lo concert tour. Like, girl, what did you expect? This man has a digital footprint of consistently bashing black women, and you want us to be upset that he's no longer here to continue his buffoonery? Please be serious. I'm gonna hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. All I have is concepts of thoughts and prayers. May he rest in preference. Hi. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at what I'm about to say. Actually, a lot of my supporters are black women, so y'all probably gonna appreciate what I'm about to say. However, may this man rest in peace, but I'm gonna talk about what's been going on down my timeline. So Telvin, or Telbo Rackens as he went by, was shot and unalived by his girlfriend on February 23rd. So apparently they went out to the club, came home, got into an argument. He ended up shot and unalived. And she said it was an accident because she was cleaning her gun and it discharged, which was later found out to be untrue. Now, the family is all over social media like, we need justice, wanting the black community to rally around and support. However, the problem is, one thing the internet is never going to let you do is forget who you really are and forget the shit that you say on the internet. Because this man made his whole identity about dating white girls. Like Twitter page, Team White Girls, all of that, every day. So the internet, because they messy and they like to let you know who you are a lot of the times, or who at least you put on the show to be, right? They start posting all his Facebook posts, his Twitter posts, and I think one of the posts said, I would rather fuck a dog than to fuck a black girl. Here's my problem, right? My audience is predominantly black women. Y'all know I'm hashtag protect black women all day, every day. But you did all of this chasing, and you chased it to glory. Now, y'all expect the black community and black women to support this man after the shit that, like, I don't even want to go into detail about the shit he was tweeting because it's ridiculous. And it's like the family like, oh, y'all in the comments being negative, yada, yada, yada. Nobody's being negative. They just letting you know that we ain't here for it. It's crazy because this is not the first instance of this that we've saw. Because remember, the white girl stabbed that African boy. The OnlyFans girl stabbed that African boy, her boyfriend. And his family wanted us to rally too because she was out at the bar the next night with a daddy. Same thing happened with him. He disgraced black women all down the timeline, and the internet didn't let them forget who the fuck he was. Now let's be very clear, because they do that, and it puzzles me because black men who try to disparage and disgrace black women on the internet especially have black moms, sisters, cousins, grandmas, aunties, like the list could go on and on. So you seeing all of that, so is that what you really think about your Obama? And I'm going to go on record and say this, and I'm going to fuck who don't like it. We on Team D rally for black women, and anybody who disrespects black women, may they rest where they lay, okay? Because when he was praising white women, ain't nobody step in and say, sir, you wrong. None of the family, nothing. Nobody was commenting. But not that one of them took him to glory, y'all confused as to why. We like, The black community has to stop being these backup plans for motherfuckers who put those others on the pedestal while trying to demean or belittle us. That man told us exactly where he stood in life. And in death, we are respecting his wishes. Call them white bitches you was praising.
Okay, listen. So did y'all heard about the black boy Telvin Osborne, who was unalived by his baby mama, okay, listen. So when I first heard about it, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, oh my god, and they ain't arrest her? Like, what the world? If it was the roles was reversed, da da da. But then I found out that man was not with us. Just because he looked like us, he wasn't with us. So then, come to find out, he had made a post some years ago and was like, oh, I would rather have sex with a dog than a black woman, and the dog still gotta be white.
That's just horrible.
What? You would do what? And then his freaking brother made a post, like, literally, after everybody found out about the situation, his brother made a post, like, yesterday or a day or two ago, and was like, of course my brother didn't want no begging black B. Of course he would want a white woman. You're saying a lot for somebody that's got to sell hot dogs in order to bury your brother. But that's just me. I ain't say it too much. Okay, that's so then, So then I'm going through the boy Facebook page, the boy Telvin, I'm going through his Facebook page. About 7, 8 weeks ago, he posted a picture with a black goat, right? He posted a picture with a black goat. I'm reading the comments. Some white person comments and says, so you do like black women.
That's terrible.
My God, my God, my God. This is crazy.
Hey y'all, I said I was even done talking about this, but have y'all seen the GoFundMe that Tevin Osborne cousin created? Like, you want our help? He already don't like black people, but then you make a GoFundMe say you raising money for the kids because they without their father and their mother, and then you put the mother name in the GoFundMe, but had the audacity to crop her out of the picture. Like, how you gonna help but then being petty at the same time? Let me show y'all this picture. I put the kid's face out of it out of respect, but y'all gotta see this picture. Like, how you gonna help with being petty? Hold on. Y'all, that's the picture right there. The red arrow is how they tried to Photoshop the mom out of it. Don't Photoshop Hannah out of it. Hannah, she ain't do nothing wrong for right now. But that's petty to Photoshop her out, but then want us to help with money. Like, are y'all crazy?
So, of course, everybody's talking about Telvin Osborne. Yes. And yes, I have my own 2 cents.
He has 4 children.
I just want to say about Telvin Osborne and that whole situation. I had the most amazing hamburger today. It was divine. It was a Western burger with barbecue sauce, Monterey Jack cheese, and 2 thick onion rings, and it was so delicious. And I had a side of onion rings with it, and they were so amazingly crisp. So that's really all I have to say about any of it.
Okay, y'all already know I'm on the business that pays me. I go over to the message side of TikTok. I don't go over there for me. I go over there for y'all. But y'all, are we riding for Telvin Osborne or not? Let me catch up real quick. So Telvin Osborne, he's a black guy. He's a black man. I think he was like 33 years old. Rest in peace, Telvin. But Telvin, all throughout social media, he tweets, and his biggest thing is he hates black women. And he said that, he's tweeted that, he's made it known. His brother makes it known they do not like black women. Period. He even said that he would rather with a dog rather than a black woman, but it had to be a white dog. I'm shocked right there, taking way back. Oh, right, really? So, let me just catch you up. I guess a couple days ago or so, a week or so ago, Telvin and his white girlfriend, baby mama, they went out, they were partying, they was kicking real hard, a little too hard, and they both were a little intoxicated, and she shot him. So his family has taken over social media, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere, and they want everybody to rally because they just picked the woman up. Of course, she gets the benefit of the doubt. So they just picked her up. They're going to go ahead and charge her. But his family is mad because the black community is not jumping up and down, is not tearing up nothing. They not standing with them. So, y'all, what y'all think about that? Who's standing with Telvin?
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you see what's going on with the whole Telvin Osborne thing.
Now, I told y'all a few days ago that I'm not going to talk about this no more. But this is the last day of Black History Month. And I just want to address how I told y'all there's a direct correlation to the men who was on this app laughing at Kamala Harris supporters, talking about Trump, talking about Kamala's not this, Kamala's not that. And the same dudes make videos over and over and over again on this app talking about women ain't this, black women ain't this, black women ain't that. I need y'all to wake up. And then Dana Dane came in my comments defending that man tooth and nail like he defend black women. He don't. Dana Dane came in my comments mad talking about, I know people in real life. I know people in real life myself. I told you, I work with black dudes. I see how they talk about black women behind closed doors when they date white women. I told y'all that it's a trend. They always got something to say. And that dude, Telvin Osborne, went out there and talked about I date a white dog before I ever date a black woman. This is how they talk about y'all behind closed doors. I seen countless videos on this app of divorced white women who used to be married to people of color. And I'm talking about people of color like black people, Asian people, Hispanic people. And they always talk about how these guys married white and they talk about their own race of women behind closed doors. And that's the reason these white women divorced them. And it's the same energy. So y'all was saying I was pandering and I'm pandering for black women and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something about this app. It's easier to get followers and reactions and money on this app by pandering to red pill content and MAGA content than it is to black women. You actually take a hit on your money when you actually defend black women, because you had people in my comments in that last video calling me corny. And then they start calling me gay because I was defending black women. Was it the flip? I got an old head that told me, he said, man, maybe you should just go to Colombia because these American black women ain't it. He told me before I met my wife, his white wife, he said, before I met my wife, I was just going to get a mail order bride. I'm serious, man. I'm serious, man. I couldn't deal with it no more. These are the type of black dudes that y'all be defending. And I keep on calling it out. And y'all keep on acting like I'm tripping. Y'all keep on acting like I'm tripping. And then y'all say, well, black women too aggressive. Black women too violent. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Y'all see how you're not supposed to get in the gender wars? Because that white woman went and off that man. Just like these white men also be abusive. They also be off in black women. They also be off in their own women. They also be, I'm not even going to say, you can't even say certain things on this app. But y'all don't want to deal with black people's problems as an intertwined issue within ourselves. Y'all want to run over to a snow bunny who granddaddy would have turned you into strange fruit if he ain't have dementia right now. I want y'all to wake up, Slim. These folks is not on your side. If y'all want to work on black issues, we can work on black issues. But stop running to these white girls and then try and come on my page and try and defend every coon in the goddamn app. Y'all make me sick. Now Dana Dane want to make a video about Telvin Osborne. Man, get out of here, y'all.
That man who said he would rather commit ungodly acts to a dog, mind you, a white dog. Now that he is taking his eternal rest, you know, the only thing I gotta say is, what is y'all having for dinner? Because I was thinking about a little piece of blue chicken. You know, I took my chicken out. It should be thawed by now. I don't know what kind of sauce I want to have. Back to that man who done went on to glory. He is in eternal rest. We can only hope that he is in a better place. May he rest well in his preference. But to have a digital footprint of you saying that you would rather commit ungodly acts on a dog, keep in mind, do not forget that the dog has to be white before you engage with a black woman is quite insane. But anyways, y'all, what we eating for dinner? Like I said, I took my chicken out. I think I'm gonna do, y'all think I should do brown rice or white rice?
And I know ain't nobody looking at us for no sympathy. Where's that dog?
I'm just trying to figure out, why is the family more upset with us than they are with Hannah? She the one that committed the crime. I mean, only thing we did was we just laughed and said we not participating. That's it. We ain't got to participate in that. I mean, imagine a world where we have to still participate in your justice and you hate us.
It doesn't make sense.
We just said no thank you.
You cannot, it doesn't make sense.
We not helping. We laughed and we didn't. Let me just tell you this. We did not laugh because that man died. We laughed at the irony.
It's actually ironic.
Can you just imagine? That's crazy, right? It's crazy.
I feel like the ancestors are probably just getting fed up of fighting and dying for a cause that they're realizing that no one is grateful for. Or there's a group of people that's just not grateful for what they did for them to be where they are today. Because what happened with that guy that died recently and his tweets getting exposed and stuff is just another example. But there's so much more that had followed the same sort of trend. I remember after COVID or during COVID, there was this guy and he had a Facebook post where he had claimed or put up his love for, you know, and even he went on like a whole rant. It was like a long Facebook post that he made talking about how he loves the police officers, and it was just really bad timing because I think George Floyd's death had just happened, and it was just like, why do you need to post anything? Why do you need to do that? And then like a little while later, he was at a gas station, I believe, part in a fight, and the police came and they thought that he was the one that was wronged, and they killed him. And there is so much other stories like that happen, and I feel like going forward we really need to check people's footprints before we care about them, especially if they seem a bit sus. Because when I saw the picture of that guy and I saw his girlfriend, I don't know, something about the two of them, I immediately thought, this guy hates himself. I don't know what it is. Please tell me other people got the same vibe. And then boom, I saw a comment, oh, he's got tweets, he's got this and this. I don't feel sorry for him. I was like, I knew it. It's just like, you can always tell by who they date and how they look, whether they are in it because they really genuinely found a connection with that person, or they just really hate themselves and they just feel like they have to date someone else that doesn't look nothing like them. So yeah, it's very interesting, but I do think that we need to be so careful, especially as females, who we support, because our ancestors did not go through what they did for these people to be going around speaking like that about us. Plain and simple, I said what I said.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this real quick because I only got 3 followers anyway, so ain't nobody listening to me. Can you please stop asking us to support people that don't like us? Could y'all please stop doing that? It is not funny, and it is not. It's horrible how he died. Horrible, awful. His family has every right to mourn and to seek justice in his unfortunate demise. But that does not mean that Black women as a collective still have to come together and mourn with y'all. I'm sorry. The things he said on social media for all to read and hear. You cannot expect us to march. Like, why do y'all expect us to march? Why do y'all expect us to support the very people that hate us? I don't understand why y'all, like, that's insane. Black women are like the only people that are expected to support people that hate us. I'm not talking about, okay, Black women are not my type. They are not my preference. Let me go to my preference and be happy over here. No. People say, this is my preference, but I'm still not going to keep Black women out of my mouth. I want to date this side, but I still want to trash Black women in the process. Listen, I like sweet potato pie. And let me wrap this up. Oh, this is going too long already. I like sweet potato pie. My mother's especially. She only makes it twice a year. Christmas and Thanksgiving. And that's even if she wants to. I love when she makes sweet potato pie. I can't wait to sit down and have a slice. I don't sit down in front of that sweet potato pie saying, ooh, I hate pumpkin. Ooh, child, I'm so glad pumpkin pie is not in this kitchen. I hate it.
True.
Ooh, I hate pumpkin pie. I'm so glad I got sweet potato pie. Listen, I'm not thinking about nobody pumpkin pie when I have what I want in front of me.
That's true.
I'm not thinking about nothing else when I have what I want in front of me. So when you have what you want in front of you, why are you thinking about what you don't want? Why is what you don't want on your mind?
Honestly.
Leave us alone. Like, leave us alone and stop expecting us to support you when you trash us. Like, I don't care who you think, just leave us alone. Like, we've been saying this for years. Leave us alone. We don't care. Leave us alone.
Once upon a time, there were 2 Black men. One named Telvin, the other one named Christian. Both known for praising their snow queens while putting down Black women in the process. both slain by said snow queens, one with a bullet, the other with a knife. And once again, social media is split as to how to respond. Rest in peace, or you brought this on yourself. Now look, I don't have a problem with black men dating white women. I really don't. It's 2025, love is love, and as far as I'm concerned, swirl it up. What I will never understand, though, is why some black men feel the need to put down the black
I don't
woman
understand
in the
that part.
process. When in fact, did you not come from a black woman? In the eternal words of Tupac Shakur, got your name from a woman and your game from a woman, so why do we take from our women? Probably some internalized sin, right? That we don't have time to unpack today, church. But back to our story. One claims that it was an accident, the other claims that it was self-defense. Now, are they telling the truth? Likely not. And it almost seems like a poetic tragedy when the thing that you prize above all others ends up doing you in the end. When they realize that with some tears, a concocted story, and a prejudicial legal
get away
system,
with it.
they could probably get rid of you and get away with it.
Okay, so we've seen what has happened. We've seen what he has said. We've seen the reaction from the black community concerning his unfortunate unaliving. If you check the community post, you will see that the tweet that he made talking about he would rather be with a dog than a black woman. It was on Yahoo page, and I was able to get the screenshot, so you can check it to actually see what he wrote. It's unfortunate that he was unalived by his baby mama. I thought he had 2 children, but from the picture the other guy showed, he was like he has 4 children. Anyway, that it's unfortunate that he has been unalived. It's unfortunate that those children don't have a father and mother, because the mother has been arrested, and we don't know, she might get away with it, she might not get away with it, she might have to spend some time in prison. But the whole thing is ironic to me because he was putting down black women. And I have another video where we discuss some of the reasons why some black men don't want to date or marry black women. And some of them were saying black women are aggressive, black women are violent, black women are this and that. And you now date your preference, which I don't have any problem with, but you still consistently try to bring down black women. And you are still probably saying the same thing. They are violent, they are aggressive, and it was the preference that unalived it. I think it's just ironic that the people he was praising, the preference he was praising, is actually the one that took his life. Meanwhile, the women that he was putting down did not even do anything to him. Like somebody said, if you are happy in your relationship with your preference, why the need to consistently and constantly bring down black women? I don't get the whole obsession. You are with your preference, but you want to make sure that nobody else will date the black woman, or nobody else will marry a black woman. You want the whole world to know that black women are this, black women are that, so that they will be alone. And then maybe when they are alone, they will not be forced to be like side pieces to you, or you will be discarding them. Or I don't know. I don't understand the thought process. Honestly, I'm trying to look for a reason why they would need to consistently bring down black women when they are with their preference. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, continue with your relationship and let the black women stay on their own lane. Let them be happy with themselves. Let them be happy with other people. Why the need to say these black women are this and that, even though you yourself came from a black woman? You have black sisters, you have black aunties, you have black cousins. Why are you feeling the need to bring down a whole set of people? I don't get it. And it's unfortunate that he has been unalived by his preference. Now his family are trying to gaslight people into speaking out for justice for him. And people are saying they really don't think they want to get involved in that. You cannot gaslight people when you never spoke up when your family member was degrading people. You as a person, the females in his family, they never called him to caution. At least if they had called him to caution online, people would say, oh, his family were not even part of the people that were saying this kind of thing. But even one of his cousins, according to what people have said, was even saying, yeah, why will it be with black women and the rest? And now you're not expecting people to support you in seeking justice for your family member. Donate to the GoFundMe that you want to use to help and take care of the children. It's not, people at this point in time, they are at liberty to either support or just look away, because if you did not call him the other when he was saying all those things and doing all those things, you should not expect people to be sympathetic to somebody that did not like them. It doesn't make sense. And if they are expecting that, then they are being unrealistic and being selfish. Any which way, it's just unfortunate that this kind of situation has happened again, because it has happened severally. And the thing is, as someone said, there's a possibility that she might get away with it because she's white. Because even to arrest her, they had to make an arrangement to pick her up. I'm like, what do you mean make an arrangement to pick her up? You got there, you saw her doing things, she gave you a story, you left and then decided to make an arrangement. So I don't know, she might end up going scot-free. She might end up with the lightest punishment or lightest sentence that is possible for that crime, because she's white. But that's my thoughts about this whole situation. I would love to hear what you think about this situation. Please leave your comment in the comment section. Do you think that people are right not to care about what has happened to him? Do you think the family is right to call out the black community for not rallying around them to get justice for their family member? I would love to hear what you think about this whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon right side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.